Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm a psychologist specialized in emotional binge eating, and today I want to explain you the 4 reasons why when you have one cookie, you don't stop at one cookie, you have to have the whole bag. So first of all, for some of you who are on very restrictive diets that don't obviously include cookies, you might be feeling like you're missing out on your favorite foods, which is how most people feel on a diet. Like you're eating that, boiled chicken breast, but you're thinking about your favorite treats and when will I be able to eat those, probably when I finally lose all the weight. And so during your weight loss, your mind from time to time is going into that place of, I wish I could have this, and the smell of the cookies and seeing them in the store, and you're building yourself up for that moment. But the problem is that we are not mechanical, in terms of our relationship with food. There are emotions attached to food and the smell and the taste. And so you pushing away your cravings can work from time to time for a certain period of time, especially in the beginning when you are, let's say, highly motivated. But if there comes up a situation where you feel maybe certain emotions that are deemed uncomfortable or difficult to process that you want to bury aside, you will notice that when you don't have these very strong boundaries, you will slip in and have a cookie. Like, oh, today I don't feel so great, let me have a cookie. But because you are on a diet, your mind goes into, you have messed up. So that cookie doesn't fit into what you were supposed to eat that day. Right, all the clean foods, the diet foods, the foods that are going to, make you lose weight, right? So your mind goes into, I messed up, so I need to have now the whole bag because the day is anyway ruined. That's the dieting mentality speaking out of you, where the cookie, an 80-calorie cookie cannot fit a diet plan. I mean, obviously it can, but like if you are in a dieting mentality, you think that. So you turn that into a cheat day with the promise that this is the last time, this will never happen again, and tomorrow you can go back to the diet. So the diet and the dieting mentality is reason number 1. Reason number 2 is that in general, whether or not you're on a diet, you have a hard time regulating your emotions. You run away from them. You don't want to think, you distract, you numb, you push away, like, I don't want to deal with this. But then what do? You need to have an outlet. You need to get some positive energy, some high from somewhere. So that is a cookie. And the cookie feels good in the moment. And it gives you that high, that escape, if you will. And so you want to extend the feeling of not thinking really about your problems and your emotions, but being in this moment. And that's why you don't want to stop, and then one cookie turns into a bag and even more food. Number 3, if you are ravenous and if you're saving your calories for the evening, this is so typical. Again, you don't have to be necessarily on any kind of diet plan, but for most people, they like to bank their calories for the evening. So they're like having a smoothie for, breakfast, skipping lunch, or having coffee for breakfast, like fasting until, late hours. And they come home, they have their dinner, but now they calculated the calories that they still have some space left. So they take a cookie, but they are actually hungry. They're still hungry because that dinner wasn't enough calories, for the whole day. So they're like, okay, I'll have a cookie because I have a space for a cookie. But then the mind goes into, you have more space. The ravenous feeling takes over and you just cannot stop eating. Like, it's such a typical scenario where you think you will have self-control, but actually you don't. Like when it comes to opening that, can of worms when you are hungry, you will not be able to stop. And number 4, and this is also very typical, is that if you wake up and you feel a little bit off, puffy, bloated, you look yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh my God, I gained, 5 pounds overnight, then eating a whole bag of cookies fits into how you feel. It's like, I already feel not my best, definitely, so I might as well just eat today because it's just like a ruined day anyway. I don't feel great, my bodies of, I don't know what's happening, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to give myself something maybe that I actually need, so I'm going to give myself food for comfort and to feel better with myself. And that's why you eat, because it's really aligned with how you look and how you are feeling your body. You're feeling your body just like that bag of, cookies or whatever, which is like not so great for me. But it's aligned, so you kind of give yourself the permission just for today, because you don't feel good about yourself, to eat whatever you want.